on the topic of responses to Messianics and missionaries. This video will be about my 3 favorite responses that Rabbi Friedman, the Chabad Lubavitch rabbi, my 3 favorite responses that he gives talking about Jesus and Christianity. So look him up, Rabbi Friedman, if you don't know who he is. And these are my examples. So Friedman, he told the story of a girl who was in Europe, and it was during the war, and she was at an orphanage, a Catholic orphanage, and these nuns, they made her life hell. They always wanted her to bow and kneel to their statues of Jesus and to pray, and she would never do it. So one day she said to them, he was Jewish, he wouldn't kneel, why should I? So after that, the nuns didn't know what to say to her, and they left her alone. The second example is Friedman says that everything the Christians say about him, Jesus, everything that they say is true. He's the Son of God. He was born of God. He was not born of sin. He is the Messiah, and he is God's suffering servant. It's all true, just like it's true of every other Jew in the world. And my third example of Friedman responding to Christianity is he says that the reason the Jesus narrative and the Jesus belief has lasted for so long and been so strong is because there's always that little kernel of truth. If you don't have at least that little kernel of truth, the story and the belief would never last. So what's true? It's true that the Jews are God's suffering servant. They're God's child. Jews are born of God. They have a little piece of God, a special piece of God in them, which is the Jewish soul. The Jews are the Messiah, and we are his suffering servants. So everything is correct that the Christians say. It just needs to be applied properly, and it needs to be applied in the right context. Friedman points out that the Christians talk about how Jesus suffered so much. Oh, he suffered. What, he suffered for like a day? We've been suffering for more than 2,000 years. So I've added links in the bottom of this video in the description to these 3 examples of Friedman's lectures. Check them out. And as I've given other messages to Friedman in these videos, we're still waiting for you to make Aliyah so you can be our neighbor. Bis 120, you should live to 120. And Rabbi Friedman, we love you. Bye.